Well, I haven't been on a live for a while, have I? See how many people come onto my live now. I wasn't going to do lives anymore, but oh well. If you're in the chat, say hello so I know who's joined up. Hello, Mandy, Dave Willen. Clothing wise, £6 for an acre. Arca. A what? What's that? I don't know what that is. You all right, Ricky? God, my screen's really blurry. I've got something I can clean. Wait a minute. Wow. Oh, God. There we go. That's a bit better. A bit better. How are you all? Ooh. I'm just going to be listening while you all talk. Good conversation start. I haven't got a clue. I don't know what you mean. Whatever that is. Is that a make or something? Because I've never heard of it. But you're talking to somebody who doesn't really like clothing, but I buy a lot of clothing. I don't know. Somebody might know. The thing is, when you ask somebody about how much is this worth and how much is that worth, the thing is, you just it's easy to check up yourself. Type in that make, and then stuff will come up. Do you think Preston will win the FA Cup? No, they won't. Hello, John. Oh God, yeah. Frished up look sharp. What are you doing with them things? Oh God. You should do one of that person who keeps on doing diss tracks of Ricky and me and all that lot. You know, that tape nerd. Do one of him and he'll do a diss track of you. Oh, I get you now. You should have just put that in the first price. So you made that's good. That is £6 and you got £100 out of it. Like hard spin. Yeah. If that's what you want to do. It's tape nerd or nerd tape. I did a reaction to it on a live once. You'll know who he is. He's the one that can't pronounce his R's. So yeah, and he's really bad at rapping. So that's a perfect person to Right then, let's get some listing done. I don't know if you can see the two mixes that I picked up. One of them, I just found out that thing right there, that actually goes on top of this. Look at that. Look at the skill I'm doing here. It goes on top of this. So that is worth about £50 by itself. But with that, I'm probably going to be looking about 70, maybe 80. Yeah, it's a reselling channel. I don't mind talking about football a bit, but yeah, I don't want to talk about it all the time. Not today anyway, because Liverpool are not in it. So, right, let's put this. Let's see. So, what have people been doing over the weekend? I did not go to a car boot. I couldn't be bothered to get up because I was going to watch the wrestling because the elimination cage was on it. My lad wanted to stay up. He fell asleep. I know I was going to stay up and watch it. Then it drags on. It's like 3 hours long. And by the time you get to the main bit, it's like, yeah, it was like probably about 4. I fell asleep. So couldn't be bothered. All right, then. Let's try and find how much this mixer is with the thing on. Okay. Just going to list. I haven't listed today, so I need to put some stuff on. God, it's hot. What are people's biggest ever thing to sell then? Oh, there we go. Let's see. Yeah, 100. A 700A. A 701A. Yeah, it was me who bought all your clothing last time. Now on a business account. Oh, was it? Oh, all right, mate. How are you? How's it been going? You still doing it then, are you? I haven't got as much clothing as I used to have. I have got clothing, but yeah, it's stuff that I can sell pretty easy eventually. I've been to the first booty this year down in DD's and yeah, them mashups you do, they're like something from like 10 years ago when it was all popular, weren't they? They used to be really big, but they used to do about celebrities, didn't they? Do famous ones where they used to repeat themselves and do all that stuff. So yeah, I've seen them before. They're all right. Could be better. Could be worse. You all right, James? £89. Yes. You in Thailand again? Wow. Oh my God. You like the Thailand, don't you? You're obsessed with it. Yeah, I wouldn't spend more than 25 minutes on it. It's 1,000 listings. Are you what account are you on then? What shop are you on, David? Are you on like the basic, the middle one? And how many? Tell people if they don't know how many you get like free listings, because I can't see you being on the basic one if you've got 1,000 listings, because it just rips your money off at all. You know, like, I think that's stupid. I think if you've listed something on eBay, they shouldn't be able to take it off you again. Once it's listed, it should be allowed to be on there unless you do it as a new listing, because that just defeats the object. You could have like 100 listings, and then if nothing sells over that 100 listings, you know, over a month, they'll just take off another 100 off you, and it's just like it defeats the object, doesn't it? Really, I think. $90 pieces for, wow, that's good. You sure it's genuine? Checking out the lady. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking he's doing. He's not going for the clothing. Oh, cool. No wonder you go if you can get all that stuff. Do you go with empty suitcases and then come back with full ones? That's what I'd be doing. Because you don't need to buy clothes, you just wear what you're wearing, and then you could just wear what you pick up. So you pay it's 97 quid, and you get 1,500 a month. Do you think it's worth it for that? I suppose if you have 1,000 listings, though, you need. If I had 1,000 listings, I'd probably have to do that, but I just don't know how I can. It's impossible. What seems to be for me, if I list certain stuff, then I sell stuff. So I just can't list unless I like listed loads and loads. It'd be really hard for me to get up to there. I'd have to be listing like 30, 40 a day to even get me up to there, because when I list 5, 10 a day, I'll sell 4. So I'm just going like, whoop, dude, like that, up and down all the time. Wow. That's crazy, isn't it? You get a £10 packing voucher. What's that for? What, you mean you get some free boxes? Ooh, whoopee. Depends on what trainers they are, James, though, innit? And trainers weigh, you know, as soon as you start putting trainers in, it weigh a bit, don't it? Unless they're really, really like 70, 80 quid plus, I won't bother with them. Because you can get them sort of trainers, just get them on Vinted or something, I would. Right then, let's put the blender on. I done really well at that jumble sale. Really well. Especially if these sell. 8 quid and 10 quid for them 2 blenders. One should get me about 80 quid, and the other one should get me about 60. So not bad. Not bad. 140 quid from 18 quid. Tiger Wood golf shoes, they're hard to find. I've never found any of them. They used to be big, but now you can't find anything like that. For my dad had a Tiger Wood golf set, Nike Tiger Wood. He had one of them. I definitely know he had a driver. Yeah. When I first started, I hammered it, but now I do about 15 a day. January, February has been crap, but picked up this weekend. Oh, cool. That's what I was wondering, David. I was saying, when you've got more listings, everybody thinks that because you've got more listings, you sell more. Do you think that's true? Because in reality, you should be selling easily 10 a day. With that amount, you should be selling 10 a day. And that's like low end. I say I'll be looking for at least 20 sales a day. If I had 1,000 on, I'm looking now with only just over 300. I'm selling five a day. Sometimes I don't, but I'll make up for it. My what sold this week has been, well, tomorrow's going to be quite good. I'm going to do a weekend sales, but I think on eBay, I sold about, I think sold about 30 items this week on eBay. There's a free holiday coming your way, John, with Kai. It's not free, is it? I don't know if I'm going away with Kai this year. I really don't. I don't like paying, like I said, I don't like paying for holidays all in one go anyway, unless because I'm absolutely rubbish at buying saving. So if I do go on holiday, I'll just pay monthly. But I don't know. Don't want to go somewhere like Tenerife again. I want to go somewhere where it's a bit more. It's got to be kid friendly as well. I don't want people. Tenerife's nice, but it's 50-50. There was a lot of noise in Tenerife because it's just a mixture. I might try and have a look how much Disneyland is, Euro Disney, and see how much that is going for. Just go for like a long weekend, like say stay like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and come back Monday or something like that, because it's going to be fun for both of us, because obviously the stuff there, I've never been to Disneyland, so I know it's not the real one, but it's hard going when you're by yourself and you haven't got no help, sort of like, so you got to think about all the stuff. It was all right, Aaron. It was Detective Batman, but it was a new one, new version. Sells for about 30 quid. I can't remember what it was. I was hoping it was going to be like a $5, and it wasn't. So they check the prices. I told them about the Goosebumps books, how much they're worth altogether, and they didn't even know how much they were worth, and this is a bookshop. I've been reselling for a year now, and I've made sure I've made good relationship with all the managers in my local area when it comes to charity shops. They know what I do. Yeah, most people know what I do, because no one, they'd be pretty thick if they didn't know what you did, because no one goes into a charity shop as much as a reseller does, do they? See you later, Sharp. I picked up the 2 Stone Island pants, £10. Wow, I've never seen Stone Island in a charity shop near me, ever. I hate the brand. I think it's the most overpriced, rubbish brand ever. It's proper chavvy. It's proper chavvy. It's rubbish. It's not even, I wouldn't even say it's that good a quality. It's just a jumper or just a coat. Then for the amount you have to pay, I think most of the clothing is a rip-off. I think if you have to pay more than, I'd pay maximum of probably 80 quid for a coat, because I think after that you just, what can make a coat better? We all know how much these other brands do it for. If you've got like a shop brand, so why I just don't see the point of it. Yeah, I know. As clothing, it's not as easy, but I'm on 20 items since Friday. That's all right then. Evening vintage. Euro Disney is a good show, kid friendly. Yeah, I quite enjoy. That's what I mean. I'll enjoy it because they got the Marvel part, and I like Marvel. So sold in 2 minutes on Vinted for 7. He sold some Stone Island. You mean talking about pants? You know, boxer shorts. Oh, 75. Oh, that's more like it. It's crazy how much they get, don't they? I wouldn't pay 75 quid for any Stone Island stuff. John doesn't want to get that badge. Oh, it's that way, isn't it? Nothing wrong with this badge. Top of the league badge, this is. We had a week off this week because I've got knocked out by Plymouth. How are you doing? I'm all right. How are you? What have you been up to? Peter. Joe probably. Capacity. I haven't got a clue what capacity it is. Power source. Electric power. 250 watts, I think. I think it's 250. Oh no, it's not 450. 450. All right, George. Find Jersey invented. If they have cheap, buy them and list them 2 minutes ago. Okay. Best one for me was yesterday. £70 items for 250, and one of them was a brand new Baker dress. Wow. Just watch Nick and Andrew. Oh, yeah, I didn't know it was on there. I don't know if I should go on to people's lives anymore, as I'm the most hated man in reselling. Yeah, but yeah, Big Al's on there, wasn't he? He's a good lad. He's a good bloke. He's really nice, to be fair. Say it as it is. You're not gonna get no messing around with him. You're not gonna get no like trying to make up stuff. You're not gonna try him trying to make a video because he wants to try and get a few clicks. He's just what you see is what you get. Basically, it's really cool. He's really good. Quickest thing I've ever sold on Vinted was probably within 10 seconds of listing. It's a vintage barber quart zip. No way. I've sold stuff quick. I don't know if it was 10 seconds quick. Number program settings. How many program settings? I'd say 14. Oh no, 8. Oh, no, that's wrong. Oops, I don't know. 8. That's better. Number of items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have you ever been, what's that? Assisted. A what? Assisted. What's assisted? Assisted for what? Assisted. Have you ever been assisted? What's that mean, Greg? The other two Ralph Lauren J's sold. Ralph Lauren sells quite well on. Yeah, Ralph Lauren's a big thing, but it's so like there's so many on there. Don't even like Ralph Lauren, to be fair. It's nothing special. I work in industry, and I think you could. Oh yeah, okay then, Greg. Nice to know. Have you just set up a new profile? Have you? What? Because I speak my mind. Forget it. Yeah. Well done, Greg. If anybody should get assessed, it should be you, mate, because you're a sad sack who, mate, I don't even know if you're a man, a woman, a grown-up or a kid, but the thing is, you need to listen to what you put and read what actually you put, and think about what you're saying, because I'm not the sad little freak who's basically setting up fake profiles just to say something. Get a life. You know what I mean? Get a life. You work it. If I was Prime Minister, one thing I would do is if anybody became a troll, I'll give you a jail sentence, because I think trolls should be. That is the one thing that wrecks the internet. Trolls, because if they're doing this, what are they capable of? You know what I mean? Sad. Polos, yeah, they're rubbish, aren't they? I got a house barber blazer for 10 quid the other day. Wow, Neil, you're all right anyway, Neil. Where you get that from? You couldn't have got that from like where we live. John, I love the little comment. James, he's a fake profile. If you ever look at people's, if you click on when you're going on it, you can click on their like profile, and if it's a troll, literally they would have like made it up in like today or yesterday, or it'll be a couple of days old. Jumpers always sell well for me. Gillets as well. I'm off anyway. Chill time for me. Busy picking and packing tomorrow. Yeah, I've got a pack. I've got loads of stuff to list. I mean, pack. Well, sort of. What's the date today? It's this sec, so it's the 1st of the 3rd. 25. 26 people. Really? You've been listing much? I haven't listed. I listed a few yesterday, but I haven't listed anything today. The thing is about the people who are trolls, if you were a troll, you'll probably troll more popular areas on YouTube and stuff like that, if you get me. So they're probably resellers who are the sad ones, who basically try and put you down because they got a problem with you. Right? And it's a bit sad, isn't it? Not bothered. They want to waste their time doing it. I'll just delete him. I'll just delete him. Doesn't matter with me. Colombia, yeah, Colombia's all right. North Face is hit and miss. I think the coats are just rubbish unless you get brand new ones. Hocker shoes all over the place here, but I want 15 per hour. I won't bother. I won't bother. James, don't stay away from shoes and that unless they're worth like big money. Don't ever reserve an item. Don't. I've done it. I've done it once, and luckily they paid. But I've done it I've done it twice actually. One, they paid because she said I'm getting paid on payday, which was the week of payday, so it was like a day. And I said, "You've got until," and she said she'd pay on the morning, and she did. And I wasn't really bothered about the item because it's been on there for ages. But the other one, it was quite popular. You know, I only put it on. I knew it'd sell, but he wanted to pay full price, and I was getting loads of like 20, 30 quid lower. And I put it on reserve, and he came back. And I said, "Are you still buying it?" He goes, "Oh no, I found it somewhere cheaper." Not even like commented back, you know, said, "Oh, I don't want it anymore." So don't reserve anything. There's no point. It's trolls because I do a lot like I've done controversial videos, and I ones with Kaji. Me and Kaji are fine. I talk to him, so me and Kaji are fine. Obviously, that you're gonna get a few idiots like that, and then you're gonna get recent one, and probably ones. I think a lot of them was from when I went to the meet. No, they're saying the meet was fine recently. There's nothing wrong with the meet. Just people trying to get a few clicks. One person commented, he was a subscriber. I can't remember his name. I think his name is George or something like that. And he put, I just commented on one of the other resellers that done a video about it, and a lot of them are just trying to get clicks because you've got a bigger channel or you're more relevant. I take it as a compliment and just ignore them. And I was like, yeah, but the thing is, what you're doing is trying to put my name as in bad light just because I said something about a group. That's the main thing about some stupid group. And it's just stupid how I've been going to the gym. Well, I haven't been to the gym for ages, but I've been going to the gym for over 10 years. Loads of meatheads, big blokes who probably could crush basically most resellers and the crap them pants, basically. And you wouldn't want to mess around with them, some of them. Even the women, some of the women, crazy strength. And it's fine. Never seen a fight in there. Never seen anybody arguing with each other. Even when it's very hostile, you know, like testosterone, you know, you took my bench, and you think it could be arguing all the time. And it's never, ever like that. And it just shows that this community, I don't know why people say reselling's got a community. Yes, it's nice to watch. Obviously, this is community, but it's YouTube, isn't it? All right. If none of us had YouTube, you wouldn't know who's who. You know what I mean? When I was doing the bodybuilding side, we had Body Power, which was the NEC, had about six or seven halls, all packed out with famous people, stands. So you had the strong men. So I met Eddie Hall and somebody like, what's his name? The bald bloke, his mate. He had different branded makes, you know. So Gymshark was there once, and loads of different brands. Loads of different celebrities in the bodybuilding, fitness, cross fitness, you know, all the different ones. And everybody has a good time. No one argues. No one goes on about each other because you're all doing the same thing. And you're all, you know, your goal is to make yourself stronger, fitter, better. But reselling, it just seems like everybody's fake, like not everybody, but a lot of people just seem to be like, I don't know, just they're nice to you, and then they're not nice to you, and then I don't think you could trust anybody. I really don't think you could trust anybody in reselling to not stab you in the back or try and they'll ditch you if something came up, if you know it. I'm not saying they should stick up for you, but it just feels like a lot of resellers haven't got much more than reselling in their life. And I said this to my mom. I said, you get certain different people. I know a few resellers who've got families, do stuff away from reselling. Like Ricky, you can tell he doesn't care about stuff. Even Kaji doesn't care about stuff. He's got his own personal life. There's a lad called Jake who's just started up. He's got his missus and that, and he's like proper like laddie, Essex lad. And you get other ones that they live just for reselling, and that's their life. Like pretty much, they have no life other than reselling. So if they took reselling away, they'll be stuck in the house by themselves, not doing anything else, and that's a bit sad. I feel sorry for them because they haven't got I'm not saying personality in a way, but they just haven't got like anything else other than what they do in like reselling. There should be more to it. You should have more hobbies, do more stuff. Some of them, like I met quite a few, Nick and Andrews, and some of them, like Big Al, he's got a massive personality. You can tell he's not just about what he does. He loves his business, but he's obviously got his other side of life. There's so many people. I feel like they need to be in a reseller community to talk to people. They haven't got no other people outside of the reseller community. I think somebody else did a video about it, and I was thinking, yeah, that is true actually. And fair enough, some people are, and maybe they're locked down. I just feel like, yeah, I'm not like that. I'm old school. I like meeting people. I like doing other things outside of, in the end of the day, this is a job, right? Do you think a load of bankers meet up and have a banking meeting, or do you think there's a chef? I used to be a chef back in the day. There was never no chef meet up, or I don't know. The only thing I did what was a meet up was cars when I was a boy racer, and we knew to meet on a car park. Yeah. And that was just to talk about what bits of cars we got, we're getting that, or we're going to meet up at Max Power, if you ever knew what that was. And I understand that because that's a hobby, isn't it? It's not your job. But yeah, it's a bit strange. Some things are in the reselling world are a bit strange. This is a job to me. This is my job. It means absolute outside this, I don't even talk about reselling. I don't care about reselling. Obviously, I'm doing it all the time, but if I got offered to go out somewhere or do something, I'll be gone. I wouldn't be talking about this with my mates. If we go out with Martin and that, I wouldn't, or somebody else, I wouldn't be going. I wouldn't even be talking about reselling. Who wants to talk about? Imagine my mate. He works in HMRC. If he talked about that, I'd be telling him to shut up because it's boring. You don't talk about work, right? And this is a job. That's it. Don't really, other than like YouTube where I talk about it, and obviously I work by myself, so I'm not going to be talking to anybody else. I don't have people. Since I started reselling, I don't really talk to many people on Instagram, because I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk to them. You know what I mean? I talk to a few people, couple local to me, and I might give a comment to somebody. That's it. Can you do a video how to ship? I don't know how understand. Once you print a label off, what do you do? I've watched videos where you drop them off in lockers, but how do you know? What do you mean lock? How you just print off the label and you take it to your shop. That's all you do. There's not much else you can do. I don't take anything to lockers because my shop basically takes every single sort of package, company now. Just loads of time wasters that. I mean, somebody putting out the effort in. Yeah. Just ignore them all taken out of context. Yeah, they are, mate. Joe, you was all right there. You came up and said hello. £39 for a Luton shirt. I ask you. It will sell. I sold the Luton shirt already. Sold it for 32 quid. I don't know. It comes up as 39, but I took an offer of 32.50. I will catch you now live, but very confused doing a tax return online. I'm just going self-employed. Is it January to January? No, it's April to April. April to April, you do your tax. For the first year, if you're just starting, you don't worry. You have to do it for a year first before you can do your tax anyway. It's like this last one I just gave in, that was my first year. So next year will be next year, last year will be this year, 2024, yeah, 2024 to April 2025 will be next April, and then it's always a year sort of like behind. You can pay quicker if you want. You just have to. When I first started, I just went to the post office and post them in, but I didn't know much about it. Then I use Parcel to Go, and then I link my Parcel to Go with my eBay store. So when I ever sell anything on eBay, it goes straight into Parcel to Go, and that's like a comparison site. So you'll have all them lot and all that lot. Oh, hello, Nick. What's going on here? I'm doing a live. Have you finished your live? I missed it. Then I saw Big Al on there. I missed it. I've seen people put in lock. Yeah, you could. That's in post. So with in post lockers, I have never used them unless it's Vinted. If you're selling on Vinted, you'll just have a label printed off, or you'll have a QR code, and then you go up to the locker, you type in send parcel, you go boop, and then it'll tell you what size it is. So if it's small or large or whatever, and then it'll open a locker, and then you just put it in. There's some people done a video about the in-post lockers. Yeah, Vintage liked Nick and Andrew's live. Yeah. All right, Tap Peddler. I'm 46, so how? Oh man, you can just send them all to me if you want. All the stuff from 80s. What sort of stuff from the 80s? Paul, if the worst comes to worst, and if you can't find anything on YouTube, which you should do, is parcel them up. Literally parcel them all up, take them to the post office, and they'll weigh each one, and then they'll put a label on for you. When I first started, that's what I did, because I didn't have a printer. Well, I could do it on the printer, but I didn't have a label printer. But I did every day, no longer use it. I always use every now. It's just easier. Star Wars. Oh, mate, do you want to? Paul, if you send it all to me, I'll sell it for you. If it's Star Wars, Transformers as well, sell it to me because I know somebody will buy it all. Nick, I just have to check if you was a real person then, for because you don't usually comment on my live, so I have to check if you was a real person. You are. That is the real Nick, people. Enjoy your live stream. I'm off to have a long live. Yeah. Have a good day. Probably selling loads more Warhammer, knowing you. £50p, 88 quid. How did you get 88 quid out of a Luton shirt? It must have been a really old one. Anyway, I haven't listed my first item yet. I've been on here for 46 minutes. Can we choose a mixer? Could you have powerful dynamic sound? See, with clothing, I don't know what I think my their mobile leathers are the most expensive bit of clothing I've ever sold. Them ones recently sold a week and a half ago, I think it was, to 175 quid. I paid 25 quid for them. BKS. If anybody sees that, make BKS. Apparently they're custom made bike leathers. You can't buy them. You have to have them custom made for your size. And luckily somebody wanted them. And he knew about them already, but he didn't. He already had some, but he said he got too big for the ones he had, so he knew how much they are worth and what the quality is. So yeah, I sent them off first class, signed, recorded, so I'll have the money. And he gave me feedback straight away. So I was like, yes, I love that. Don't you just hate it when you sell something really expensive and you're just dreading it's going to come back, or they don't like it, or it breaks or something? £44. Yeah, that's not going to be 44. So somebody sold one for 78, about 70 quid. 70 quid, 69.99, 65. I'm gonna go 60. Oh well, that's why. You got cap locks on, Joe. Your writings are all over the place. It's got some caps and some not. I've done a video about that. I think I have. It's quite easy. It's getting harder, but there's always telltale signs. It's like the stitching inside. So this is a real one. I've got a real one. I got a fake one from Tenerife. This is a real one. Like the stitching underneath there, it will be all like properly done. A lot of the, like, I don't know if you can see it, like this. There, you see that? It will be very small around it. It won't be loads of this like meshy stuff. It will be all straight. Also, a good telltale sign is you might not know it, but go and check. Well, you might not know because you can't go and check, but say if you picked up one of these, if it's a fake one, you'll know the difference straight away because this has got a rubbery feel to it, texture, and on a fake one, they will not be able to do that on a real one. It'll be too expensive for them, so they'll just do a cheap version. Obviously the labels, a lot of them do have labels now, but mine have fallen off. they make them where you can pull them off really easy now. So some of them, like this one, hasn't got the labels on now because it's torn off. Also, size. Most fakes, the sizes are well out. So this is got a bit of room in still, quite a lot. But if you see me with that red one on, that's a fake, and that's meant to be a large, and that's like super tight everywhere. And it should be a large on me, should be just normal, you know. I wouldn't even bother with Lacoste. Lacoste is such a rubbish brand; it's worthless now. Ralph Lauren is, Ralph Lauren. It'll be the badge. The badge will be a big telltale sign, and the label. And a lot of Ralph Lauren has got really nice badges, you know, labels. So the printing on the labels will be proper crisp. They have lots of labels. They also have, some of them have blue labels, don't they, where it's all stitched in, all the buying. Like I say, with clothing, if you don't know how to choose a fake, you know, find a fake from a real one, stay away from clothing. That's all I say. Because the worst thing you can do is pick up a fake. How is it? Taking my tablets. Oh. If you're new to it, don't buy. You don't need a store. Just sell private. Don't waste your money on, you know. Just sell it as it is, a private account. You get no fees, you know, and you know, you enjoy having all the money yourself. You don't have to worry about how eBay taking fees off. Sell it on Vinted as well. Don't just neglect put everything on eBay. Put what you can on Vinted as well, because it could sell on there as well. I would copy and paste it. Hooray, I've done one now. I thought eBay stopped sellers' fees. eBay, it's free if you're private. You know, you'll have that little seller fee thing, but that's what Vinted do. And everybody moaning about it, private sellers moaning about it. It's what Vinted been doing since day one, so it's nothing the same as what they're doing. You know what I mean? Quite happy with fakes for myself. Nah, I don't like a fake. Fakes are they just fall apart. That Liverpool one, I mean, it's not even a year old now, and it's falling apart. It's literally falling apart. If you're just knocking around with it and stuff like that, yeah, but you can always tell a real from a fake when they're next to each other. Turkey's the best place. But you know what? Some clothing companies actually have their stuff made in Turkey. You have a Rangers official, unofficial away top. Unofficial. Even the real Rangers chop no one wants, do they? I was saying I think the best thing to do is go around these like small cities So go to like ones that are like in the third League 2 and League 1 and go around the charity shops there, because I guarantee you're going to pick up a lot of football tops which people have got rid of, and they're going to be worth a bit of money, obviously, and will be tops. So if you went around Wigan, you're probably going to get a lot of Wigan tops, like Warrington, probably get a lot of. I've been around Warrington, that was pretty rubbish to be fair, but well, it is a fake because it's not real. If it's never officially been made, it's not real, if you get me. You class it as a it's classed as a concept design, isn't it? But if who makes Rangers kits, Nike, Adidas, if Nike or Adidas haven't made it, it's fake. It's like me making, these people that make up what is it? One of these companies make mishmash shirts or football tops. Well, so they'll make like a Liverpool top where it be two different sorts of Liverpool tops, like the away and the home. Somebody's got really big on selling bucket hats where they'll cut up a top, but I don't know if it's a real one. That's a lot of money if you cut up a shirt and then they make it into a beanie hat. So you have a bit of Liverpool, a bit of Nike on there, a bit of the I don't know if you got the name on the back. Yeah, just stick. If it's part-time, just stick as a private. Don't go business because you don't need to. You'll be wasting your money then. It's all right. I'm just going to list one more mixer, and then I'm going off this, guys, because I can't list when I'm on lives. I really can't. I got to stop. I'll have to only come on a live if I'm not actually doing anything at all, because it's literally I cannot list and talk at the same time. It's too much work. KM 330. KM. Can't believe I picked up 2 Kenwood mixes from the same person. I mean, from the same thing. Mad. Grey. £60. Free attachments. How many attachments have I got? Oh. Why am I looking in there? I took pictures of it. Oh, it's so thick. Right, I got 3 attachments as well. Cool. Night oil pills kicking in. Can't control my fingers. It's all right, Joe. Cheers for coming on the live. Nice to see you on the live for once. I know who you are as well now, Joe. So yeah, it's nice to actually see somebody I know and know him in person. Well, met him in person. I'll let the pills kick in so you can have some nice dreams. Used. Are we going in a minute? Anyway, I've almost done this one, so. Trying to think. Oh, I hate trying to put something down, write something, and you can't think of a right way of putting it. 14 people, 9, right, 51, 60 quid, 100 and, how are they, what? How they sold that? Auction, 69. Right, I've listed that. I am now going to go, guys. So thank you for coming in. Here's only a quick hello to say why I haven't done a video as well, and it's nice to see a few more different faces in here. So I will come on live again when I can be bothered. I don't plan it anyway. So yeah, that one's listed now. So I'm going to go off because I am terrible at listing when I'm on lives, and I need to get another 3 on before midnight, which I won't be doing if I'm on live. So see you later.